They don't always lie with words. Sometimes they lie with questions. Calm, harmless on the surface, designed to make you defend yourself instead of seeing what's really happening. In this video, we're going deeper into the questions liars use when they start losing control. The ones that sound reasonable, but quietly rewrite reality. If you've ever watched someone turn concern into control, or confusion into guilt, stay till the end. Because the last question you'll hear exposes what every manipulator does when their story begins to collapse. And before we start, remember, not everyone who asks these questions is lying. It's the pattern, the timing, and the intent behind the tone that reveal the truth. If you value clarity over confusion, take a second now to like this video and subscribe. It helps this message reach the people who need it most. It often begins with a gentle challenge. Why are you twisting my words? The question sounds calm, but it's built to unsettle you. It implies that your memory, not their statement, is the problem. Psychologists call this linguistic reversal. It's how liars shift responsibility from content to interpretation, from what they said to how you took it. Soon you find yourself replaying every sentence, trying to locate a distortion that never existed. That's not conversation. That's controlled erosion. Next comes the subtle defense. Do you seriously think I'd lie about something that small? This one works because it hides behind proportion. They minimize the lie to make your reaction look exaggerated. The trick is emotional resizing, shrinking the offense until it looks petty to keep caring. But the truth isn't measured by scale, it's measured by intent. Small lies aren't harmless, they're rehearsals for bigger ones. Each time you overlook the minor detail, you teach them that credibility can be earned through exhaustion. Then arrives the credibility trap. Why can't you just take my word for it? It sounds like a request for trust, but it's a demand for submission. Real honesty welcomes verification. Manipulative honesty avoids it. When someone insists their word should be enough, they're not protecting the truth, they're protecting their power. Because once you stop asking for evidence, they never have to prove anything again. They only have to sound certain. The next question targets the source. Who even told you that version? Here, the goal isn't defense, it's disruption. By attacking where you heard something, they shift focus away from what you heard. It's a containment strategy, one used by people who fear consistency more than exposure. They try to make the messenger look unreliable so the message dies quietly beside them. But truth doesn't need silence to survive. Lies do. As tension rises, their tone softens. They lower their voice, replace confrontation with fatigue, and say, "Why can't we just be happy for once?" It sounds like peace, but it's actually retreat. Liars offer emotional comfort when logical control fails. They frame confrontation as negativity, turning your clarity into cruelty. That's how they train you to choose harmony over honesty. But peace without truth isn't peace. It's paralysis. This is where the bridge begins. Every manipulator has a breaking point, the moment when their charm can't hold the cracks together anymore. The questions stop being clever and start sounding desperate. If you've stayed with me this far, you already sense it. These aren't questions asked to fix understanding. They're questions designed to rewrite it. Each one steals a little more of your certainty until the only reality left is theirs. And when they feel that control slipping, they reach for their final line. The performance that exposes the entire act. So now I'm the bad guy? It's never shouted. It's whispered with pain, wrapped in disbelief, dripping with guilt. They turn themselves into the victim of your awareness. It's the emotional inversion point, when accountability becomes cruelty and honesty becomes attack. In that moment, they aren't defending the lie anymore. They're defending the identity they built around it. If you've ever heard this line, you already know how it feels. That sudden wave of guilt, the urge to comfort them, the quiet thought, maybe I was too harsh. That's the trap. They don't need you to believe the lie anymore. They just need you to feel bad for noticing it. But here's the truth most people miss. The moment they ask that question is the moment they lose control. Because guilt is their last disguise. And when you stop absorbing it, they have nothing left to use. Liars build entire worlds out of questions. They twist logic, soften blame, and weaponize empathy, all to keep you explaining yourself instead of seeing them clearly. But awareness breaks that pattern. You can't be controlled by a story once you recognize who's writing it. If you haven't watched part 1, 6 questions liars. Always ask, don't trust them, watch it next. It completes this pattern and helps you recognize the earlier signs before these questions even appear. And remember, truth doesn't demand loyalty. It simply stands, silent and steady, while the performance collapses around it. This is the cold narrator. Cold clarity against toxic games. If this message helped you see things clearer, like the video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Every story you share helps someone else find their clarity too,